So welcome students, welcome to Masters Bloomingdale Academy. In this video we are going to discuss about spin quantum number, and this will be the part 4th video of this chapter, and this will be the last part. I hope that you are able to understand my previous parts. If you are not able to understand, please watch the videos. I will be giving the link in the description. Before watching this video, please watch that videos. So without wasting any time, we will start this video. The next quantum number is spin quantum number. So this spin quantum number is represented by m subscript s. So what does this spin quantum number say? It tells about the spin or rotation of the electron. So this electron will rotate in clockwise or anti-clockwise. If it is rotating clockwise, then it will have positive 1 by 2 value. If it is anti-clockwise, it will have negative 1 by 2 value. So this is the values. If sometimes both the values will be positive. If both the values are positive, then the spins are parallel. The spins are parallel. If both the values are negative, then the spins are anti-parallel. So this will tell about the rotation of the electron. Either it is rotating in this direction or it is rotating in this direction. We will know about this rotation with the help of spin quantum number. Now we will discuss about electronic configuration. What is electronic configuration? It is nothing but arrangement of electrons in an atom is known as electronic configuration. So generally it is also represented by NLX method. So what is this NLX method? N shows your principal quantum number, and L, it denotes angular momentum quantum number, and X is your number of electrons. For example, if I am writing 1s2, so 1 tells about your principal quantum number, S tells about your angular momentum quantum number. So as you know that angular momentum quantum number tells about the subshells S, P, D or F. And in S subshell, how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. Now let us find out all the quantum numbers present in a hydrogen atom. Okay, so hydrogen, it has 1 electron. So let us take N is equal to 1. So when L is equal to 1, we know that L is equal to 0. Similarly, ML will be 0, and at the same time spin quantum number will be minus half, plus half or minus half. So these are the quantum numbers of hydrogen atom. So for writing these quantum numbers also, we have to follow some rules and regulations. So basically we have three rules for writing the electronic configuration. Now let us see what are the three rules. ये three rules क्या है? First one is Pauli exclusion principle. Second rule is Above principle. And the third rule is Hund's rule or Hund's rule. Now let us see one by one in detail explanation. So what is Pauli's exclusion principle? It says that no two electrons of the same, for example, I am taking helium, He. So atomic number is 2. So it has 2 electrons. So I will explain this in detail. For example, let us take first electron. And the second electron. So first electron, let us say it is having values of I am giving an example. It is having these values. The second electron is having these values. So here you can see that this value is same for both. L value is also same, ML value is also same, but you can see that MS value, that is the spin quantum number, is different for both the electrons. So whenever you are writing the quantum numbers, all the 4 quantum numbers cannot be same. 3 can be same, but 1 will be different. 2 can be same, but all will not be same. So this is known as Pauli's exclusion principle. Now let us see the second principle, Above principle. So this principle states that when the atomic number of an element is increasing, so what happens? Every time one electron is added. For example, let us take hydrogen. So atomic number is 1. Helium, atomic number is 2. Beryllium, atomic number is 4. So what is happening here? Every time as the atomic number is increasing, one electron is increasing gradually. You can see here. So lithium, 3 electrons will be there. So the electrons are gradually increasing. So how it is increasing? Here, first of all, the orbitals with lowest energy, first these orbitals will be filled. Then afterwards the electron will go to the next orbital. So like this, what happens? The building of the electronic configuration takes place. So that's why this above represents building up. Above means building. So gradually what happens? The electrons are increasing. So the atomic number is also increasing. So what is the maximum number of electrons? What is this 2n square? n represents the principal quantum number. If you substitute this value, you can find out the maximum number of electrons. So now let us see the next rule, Hund's rule. So this rule, it says that electron pairing will takes place only when the empty orbitals are filled. Then only the pairing of electrons will takes place. For example, let us take carbon. So its atomic number is 6. So one more thing I forgot to tell here. So this Auer principle, we can arrange the electronic configuration depending on the atomic number. For example, if a element is having atomic number 20, that means it has 20 electrons. So we can arrange only 20 electrons. We cannot arrange more than 20 electrons. So atomic number is very important for arranging the electrons. Now let us see what is this Hund's rule with an example. So I am taking C, the atomic number is 6. So I am arranging the electrons. Imagine that this box is orbital and these are electrons. So in the first orbital there are 2 electrons, in the second orbital there are 2 electrons, in the third orbital I am arranging the electrons like this. Is it clear? So if I am drawing the diagram like this, it will be against the Hund's rule. Why? Because it states that the electron pairing will take place when the empty orbitals are filled. But here I have already paired this one. So this is not correct. So what I have to do? I have to bring this electron into this empty orbital. Is it clear? Now let us see. For example, an element has atomic number 8. So that means 8 means first these electrons will be filled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the electron which is 8th electron, then the pairing will start here. Is it clear? Supposing if it is having 9 electrons, then again this electron will come here. If it is 10, so this electron will come here. So that means Hund's rule basically says that pairing will take place only after the empty orbitals are filled. Now let us see the last topic of this chapter, that is molar chart. Why do we use this molar chart? We use this molar chart to write the electronic configuration. So let us see this chart. In this chart you can see these are the L values and these are the L values for P. These are the L values for 2, L values for 3. So similarly, these are the N values, that is the principal quantum number values, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, how to write the electronic configuration? First, remember that the first electron will enter into 1s. Let us say I want to write the electronic configuration of let us say A. So its atomic number is 10. So I want to write the electronic configuration. So here remember that first electron it will enter into 1s. And also you remember that the maximum capacity of S is it will take 2 electrons. Similarly for P it has 6 electrons. D it can take 10 electrons. F it can take 14 electrons. So this is the maximum capacity. So how many electrons? S can take 2 electrons. Then afterwards, next the electron will enter into 2s. So I have to write 2s2. Why? Because S has the maximum capacity 2. Next, the electron will enter into 2s. After 2s, it will go to 2p. So how many electrons 2p can accommodate? It can take 6 electrons. So I can write 6 here. So now, can I take more electrons here? No. Why? Because when I add these electrons, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 6, 10. So I am getting 10 electrons. So these electrons should be equal to the atomic number. So here I have to stop. So this is the electronic configuration. Is it clear? So like this, next the electron will enter into 3s. Then afterward, it will enter into 3p, 4s. Similarly, 3d, 4p, 5s. 4d, 5p, 6s. So like this, the electrons will be entering. Is it clear? Now let us write the electronic configuration of calcium. Its atomic number is 20. So first the electron will enter into 1s. How many maximum capacity? 2. Next it will go to 2s2. Maximum capacity 2. Next it will go to 2p. Maximum capacity 6. Next it will go to 3s. Maximum capacity 2. Next 3p. Next it will go to 4s. So how many? 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 18, 20. So I am getting 20 here, then I have to stop. So this is the electronic configuration of calcium. So if you know this electronic configuration, you can write the electronic configuration of any element. So this is the complete explanation of this lesson. I hope that you are able to understand these videos. If you like these videos, please share the videos to your friends also. Thank you very much for watching this video.